to DivaDollFlawless. In today's video, I have a project share and I'm just going to do, I guess, a quick run through of this loaded envelope that I'm making for a junk journal for myself. And this is one of the first elements I made for it. Everything that you see, all of the digital ephemera and the loaded envelope itself, it all came together in one kit. I purchased it from My Porch Prints, and that is on Etsy. I have a lot of her kits that I've been using and just putting together, and it's just been very good for me lately because we all know it's just a stressful time, so I really don't need to really elaborate on that. We're all going through this together, and you know, crafting is just going to be one of those things to get myself and a lot of us through. So this is what it looks like all put together. I'm going to go through each portion of it so you all can see what I did. Now, in this inside pocket right here, we have some tags and like some bookmarks, I guess you could say. I just took and inked them up with my Tim Holtz vintage photo ink. And then these huge tags I will be mounting some pictures on and doing some journaling on. And for the little reinforced holes, what I did was just took my stickles, my bronze stickles, and just went over it. So instead of it being hardware, it just looks that way. And I love that. I wanted some like tiny pops of gold, but I didn't want it to be like a really bright gold, so I chose to go for the copper. Right now, right here I have a ball pen, and I just added some pearl beads. I hauled this bead, the flower one with the rhinestone in the middle, I hauled that from Joann's, and then I just added another pearl to tie it all in together. And then I used my fabric tack to glue some lace on these little flaps right here. Okay, and then for the next pocket, I just have some journaling cards that I printed out. So I put these in my Cricut design space and resized them and inked them up. So I have plenty of journaling spots just on this one little thing I can add as a insert in my journal. And then we have these little rulers. They are just, I love them so much. I again just inked them up, and then I just used my stickles on these as well. Okay, so it just ties everything all together, and there's just so many different ways you can go with this. Now, this next pocket, I'm just pulling out more tags, okay, lace and some Lord, I just forgot what it was called. Seam binding. And I purchased my seam binding from My Scrap Cabin. She is also on Instagram. I absolutely love hers. And it seems like anyone who buys seam binding, most people are getting theirs from her. She has awesome customer service, quick shipping, and an amazing quality of product. Now on this, we have some of these little spools. So I used my twine, inked them, and wrapped it around there, and then I also added stickles to this flower, and then I just did like 3 up here. And then I made myself, which I had been wanting to do for so long, was just sit down and make me some stick pins. So I did go ahead and do one, and I love how these colors just like all tied in together. You all know I absolutely love emerald green, but purple is my favorite color, and lavender and lilac to be exact, which is the name of her kit. So yeah, this was a meant to be. We have a ticket that I inked, and then we have this little postage piece. Just thought this was so gorgeous. And then I love this little folder. Now we have this little element right here that can fold over so it stays closed. And then I use some of my little lace. I cut it apart to make it look like a little applique and glued it down to the front, and then have this twine bow and a pearl that I glued on here. And then I of course inked the sides as well, and then just did some smaller copies. Actually, I think these were the original sizes of these. Okay, so I love these little notebook sheets. I love this so much. It is just like everything works so well together for the journals. Now on this bottom portion, let me let you get a close up. It came with these little different, it came with a bunch of different sayings. So I opted to put that one on. I did add this these leaves ribbon. Everyone has this from Hobby Lobby. The flowers also came with this kit, so I just went ahead and put them together, and then added my what is the name of it? What is the one of my gold ink pens. I don't know what it is about filming. You forget everything once the camera's on. And I just did some little centers on them. So again, pops of gold without being too flashy. And I think the copper really stays within the theme of what this project is. And then for the butterfly, it does come in 3 separate parts, so you can use them separately, and I love the patterns on all of them, but I just decided to make it one single butterfly, and then I stitched it down the middle, and then I added the stickles again to tie it into the rest of the project. And then underneath, I don't know whether you can see it or not, but I just have a bunch of thread that I glued down first before gluing down a butterfly. And then I also did some stitching. Now I did opt to do blue because I don't know if you paid it any mind, but there are blue accents in this kit, and I just thought it was so sweet because I like those shabby color schemes. Lavender, green, lilac, purple, and blue would be like my shabby theme, I guess you could say, shabby chic color themes. And then at the bottom I just used this blue lace, and you probably can't tell on camera, my lights might be washing it out, but this is blue, and maybe from the back you can see it more. Nah, I don't think so, but this is what the back looks like. Okay, so if I wanted to, if I don't glue this down into my journal, I can just flip this over and again journal on the back here. So again, I got this from My Porch Prints on Etsy. I will be going through a lot of the kits that I purchased from her because I have just been wanting to do a junk journal for myself. I feel like every time I craft, it really is to give it away. So I don't really get to do much for myself outside of maybe like home decor, you know, that's a different story. So I am going to try to film the different elements of the junk journal that I plan to make for myself, and if anything that I film, I will take the time to edit and upload so that you all may be inspired as well. If you have any questions or comments, please be sure to post them below. I hope you all are doing well. I know that it is a lot going on, but we're all in this together. So prayerfully, tongue-tied, prayerfully everyone is quarantined with their loved ones and are just doing fine, and you know, just having to do this as a precaution. I'm hoping that we can get past this quick, fast, and in a hurry. I know a lot of businesses are shut down. We are definitely those one of like in that boat. So I understand if you had a business or a job that, you know, you had to stop working because out of no fault of our own, you know, it is a very stressful time. We also are parents of multiple children. So yeah, it's just really stressful. So hopefully you all can find something to keep your mind at ease and to try to keep the stress at bay. And you know, I will be definitely, I had actually, surprisingly, or not surprisingly, but funny enough, I had started like working out, going to the gym, and then bam, we got hit with this. So it's fine. I can just work out at home, work out outside, you know, and just make the best of a crazy situation. So I hope you all are able to do the same, and I will see you all in the next video. As always, and until next time, have a gorgeous day, dolls. Smooches. Mwah. Bye.